So to do something like what I just did is I take a chord progression, G, D, E minor, C, and I have the triads worked out for each of those chords. For my G, I have 3 different inversions of it. Here's my G triad on the first 3 strings with my root note on the first string. Then I also have a G with my root note on the second string. Then I also have a G triad with my root note on the third string. Okay? Now we also have the same thing for D. D, root note on the second string. D, root note on the third string. D, root note on the first string. E minor, root note on the second string. Root note on the third string. Root note on the first string. Then also C, root note on the third string. Root note on the first string. Root note on the second string. Once we have those kind of worked out, it's about creating a line incorporating those things. Now, I like to use this triad as a basis. And for my first example, I try to pick something pretty simple. Alright, I'm ascending the first one for that G. Now going back to D and descending. From where I left off, I'm just picking the next scale note. That's going to help us figure out how we harmonize that. So I'm visualizing this shape and this shape. Then for my next set of chords, E minor and C, do the same thing. Ascend the E minor, go up 1 scale degree, then descend the C. Now I am seeing all 4 of those chords as the closest triad that I can. That's going to help out. That's going to help me out when I go on to the next when I start to harmonize it now. So now that I have that G, I start from the next G. That was the first string. This is now the second string. Ascend this one. Now I go to the next scale note. Go back, descend the next D triad. Now for the E minor, next scale note to now descending on my C triad. Okay? Now we can keep on going up if we'd like. Here's my G with the root note on the third string. Ascend that. Next scale degree. Descend the D triad. First note root there on that D. Now E minor, ascend. Next scale degree. Descend that C triad. Now since I'm just moving up and down the triads there, it should be pretty easy to follow. If we were to do something more like a solo line, not just working up and down the triads, we'd use the same principle. Whatever chord tones we can use the next triad for, and the scale degrees go up a scale degree. It's a pretty simplified way of how to harmonize things, and I hope this kind of helps you out.